Yeah, 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 yeah. What's happening? Hey, this is not a cool story, but I want to address it because it's a local story. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. You see that correctly. That is not a misprint on the title. Jacksonville mom says her two toddlers were left in Arlington daycare by themselves. That's crazy. You know what? Before I give my perspective on this, I want you to hear from the mom. Okay? Check this out.
Pull the fire alarm, but the fire department never showed up. They said they're heartbroken because they built a relationship with the daycare. They've had 3 children go here, so they said this is a very sad situation. Shock, fear, anxious. That's how Danielle Mix felt when she went to go pick up her kids from Brown Bear Learning Center and learned no one was there.
I was knocking on the door, typical, nothing new, because you normally have to wait a few minutes. I noticed Josiah was standing at the door. I could see his little light up shoes.
Waiting, but no one came to the door.
Then in about a good 5 minutes, I hear a fire alarm go off. And I'm like, okay, y'all have to open this door. And then I hear a click and Josiah, I bang on the door. And then Josiah is standing at the door, just screaming, crying.
In shock, Mick's 3-year-old son, Josiah, tells her everyone left. She then goes inside the building and looks for a teacher.
And I'm looking for the baby. I said, where is King? And then I look to the left, and he's in the daycare by himself, just sitting by himself in his car seat. So I'm kind of frantic. I'm on the phone with my husband. I'm like, there's nobody here.
Mix grabs her children and calls an employee. The employee tells her a teacher is in the bathroom, but when she went to go look, no one was there. So she calls the police. We stopped by Brown Bear Learning Center and no one answered the door or appeared to be inside. What would you like to say to parents so they won't experience what you went through?
Just be mindful of who you're dealing with. It is a business to watch your children. You pay them, and just be mindful. You just never know what people have in their mind when it comes to your kids. So it's very scary. It's a scary situation. I don't know if this was intentional.
The Mix family says the daycare has apologized, but no arrest has been made. The Department of Children and Families are investigating. For now, report.
All right, so first of all, there's a lot of questions in this story. One question that sticks out to me is this. As you heard the mom say, she called an employee and notified them that there's no one there inside of the daycare. The employee responded and said, yes, there's a teacher there inside of the bathroom. How do you know that if you're not there? If I'm calling you and saying that, hey, there's no one in here with my children, and you tell me, yes, there is, they're in the bathroom. I go check, they're not in there. But you just told me that somebody was in there. How do you know? That's weird. Furthermore, Josiah said that everyone left. That's what he told his mother, according to the mother. Who was everyone that left? Was there additional children that left? With adults, how many? This daycare should not be open. This is a easy investigation. This is a slam dunk. I don't even know why it's an investigation. Just take their license, board it up, shut it down. I mean, when you're dealing with children, it doesn't matter if it was intentional or accidental. You cannot make this mistake. This resonates with me personally because there was a time when I was living in Atlanta. I was on my way to surprise my wife, take her some flowers to the job, you know. Stopped at this store, a corner store. I noticed a van was parked next to me, right? It's a daycare van, children inside the van was running, no adult inside of the van. The kids were left in the van unattended for, just like these kids in this daycare left unattended for. I waited a second, and then I called the number that I saw listed on the side of the van. The owner answered the phone. I introduced myself, and she told me who she was as the owner. I told her, ma'am, I'm looking at kids inside of your van. There's no adult inside of the van. That lady damn near had a panic attack. She said, oh my God. She was started freaking out, spazzing out, understandably so. She said, can you sit there and wait there with those kids? I'm going to call the driver right now. The driver should not be uh, inside of the store and left those kids outside of the van. So I sat on the phone on hold while I watched those babies in that van. She got back on the phone and confirmed the driver was inside of the store. The driver had to get some snacks and use the restroom. Listen, the driver got to work out that his bathroom, water consumption, juice consumption, so you work out your time interval so you know that when you got the kids, when you're driving, you won't have to use the bathroom. And take a sandwich bag and put some raisins or whatever, a banana in the car with you, so if you get the munchies or the urge to eat, it's right there with you, homie. You know, you won't have to jeopardize those kids' life because you having a selfish moment. So when I read this story, it took me back to that incident. You know, I'm a father of two, but I'm also an educator, and I am a child care provider. So, and I love kids. You know, it's just something that I take serious. This is near and dear to my heart. This is what I do on a day to day. So, there isn't a situation that makes this situation okay. So, unintentional, intentional, doesn't matter, because when you're taking care of kids, we have to be on point. This is a real deal profession, and when people are paying you to do a job, especially to watch their kids, you have to watch them. Thank God, thank goodness, whatever name you want to put on all this energy, whatever, whoever you pray to, whatever you want to call it. Thank the universe, thank whatever, that these kids were okay. Nothing came of nothing dangerous happened to these kids. They were able to go home with their mom. Let me slow down because I feel myself getting a little bit revved up, because I just don't like this. You know, this is not cool. But listen, let me chill out. Let me simmer down. Brown Bear Daycare. Hey man, y'all need to go wash your face. Go wash your face, because you wrong. You wrong. You wrong. That hair appointment that you had to go to, boo, or that nail appointment that you had to go to, boo, ain't that serious? You could have waited. You could have waited till that man, till them kids' mama got there to get them babies before you ran out there to go get your hair did. Shame on you. Shame on you.